One of the questions that I get all the time is, how often should my child be practicing their sound? They go to speech at school, they might go to private speech therapy. How often should they be practicing outside of this? And the answer to this question is they should be practicing almost every day. I know that's a hard thing to do. I know life is busy. My family is super busy, so I get there's a lot going on. But the good thing is that it just takes a few minutes a day to help your child to really improve on their sound. In speech therapy, we are mostly working on correct tongue placement, correct teeth placement. We're using a lot of mirrors and visuals and cues to help your child learn how to say their specific sound. Once they can say their sound, we're working at the phrase level or the word level, the phrase level, and then we move on to sentences and conversation. But it is a short amount of time. Most of the time, your child comes to speech therapy for 15, 20, 30 minutes at a time, and it's probably only once or twice a week. And if they're receiving private therapy, it's probably something like a half an hour or an hour a week just working on those sounds. So they need to take what they learn in therapy and they need to use their tools and their tricks at home in order for you to see improvement. And obviously, it's like anything else. The more you practice, the better that and the quicker that you're going to improve on their sounds and the specific skills that they're working on. So it's also super important to practice at home because when you're in a certain setting and you learn how to do something, you want to take what you've learned and you want to use it in different settings so that you truly know that your child has grasped the concept of what they're learning and is able to take that into other settings, talking with other people, and remembering to use their good sound all the time. And so, you could practice, I would say, 5 minutes a day, and you will really see improvements with your child's speech pretty quickly. So I know life can get busy, but it can be 5 minutes. You can set aside 5 minutes before or after dinner. You can set aside, my favorite one is to do this in the car. So maybe you have a few picture cards or a list of words in the car, and when you're driving somewhere, you grab that list and you have somebody read those words to your child and have them repeat, or if they're pictures or your child can read themselves, have them read them to you. Just say, every time we get in the car and drive to soccer practice, you're going to read me this list of words and you're going to show me what you worked on at school or in private therapy, and you're going to show me how you use your good sound. Once they get really good at saying those words, you can have them, okay, use your word in a sentence. Okay, maybe look out the window and let's come up with 3 things that you see that have your good sound in it. Different things like that. But yes, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but they need to practice. And if it's not every day, it's at least a few times a week. If you do it every day, I would say only anywhere between like 3 to 5 minutes is needed. But if you're only doing it, 2 to 3 times a week, maybe spend like 10 to 15 minutes each time. The more you practice, the better you get, and you will see huge improvements with your child's speech in a shorter amount of time. We want them to show you what they work on at school. Usually they're pretty excited to take home and show you what we work on in speech therapy at school. And the more you practice, the better you get, and you will see improvements much quicker if you're practicing on a daily or several times a week basis.